touchpoints. We would like to welcome all of you to Business Information Systems, BINUS International Faculty of Computing and Media in Jakarta campus. Well, of course, it is truly our pleasure to greet you this morning, although within these really unique situations of our global pandemic. So with that, we would like to be reminded, of course, that within these sessions, we would be conducting it using online. However, later on, starting by the 20th, for you who have registered to our campus staffs that you are eligible to come and then to visit your campus, we would like to, of course, invite you to come and join us towards this FYP BINUSIAN 2025, and then towards your future all semesters class that will be conducted by the 27th of September 2021. So you can please check yourself whether you are eligible, and then what are the eligibility points that you would need to fulfill before you can join our classes. Before we continue, I would like to greet you one by one as usual, but please do let me extend our gratitude towards our FYP leaders that has put 110% towards these sessions, and then towards leading all of us to a smooth transitions between high schools and the university life. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Mr. Sab.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Sure.
Right, I would like to thank you so much. I would like to greet, of course, first thing first, we would like to greet Adinda Evelyn Chandra. Very good morning to you. Hoping everything is okay at your side. Thank you so much, Adinda. And then we would like to greet as well Bernadetta Susilo Martanti. Very good morning to you, Bernadetta. Hoping that you are at your very good performance, of course, today, and then to join our first class, almost first class, welcoming week of BINUSIAN 2025. We would like to continue to greet as well Billy. Very good morning to you, Billy, and hoping that everything is okay for you to follow our online class for today. However, if you are registered, feel free, of course, to join us starting by the 20th and onwards the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And we would like to continue to greet Brian Angelo. Brian, a very good morning to you. Hoping everything is okay at your side,
Thank you, sir.
Excellent, Brian. And we would like to carry on to greet. Let me update the screen. We would like to continue to greet Dave. Dave, very good morning to you. How are you, Dave? Hoping everything's okay at your side, Thank you so much, Dave. And we would like to greet as well David. David, a very good morning to you. We hope you are in your best performance to join us for our welcoming week today.
Thank you, sir.
Excellent. That was Dave and David. Then we would like to carry on to greet Graha. A very good morning to you, Graha. Hoping that
Morning, sir.
Good morning, man. How's my voice? My voice is okay? Is it good? At your side? Yeah.
It's okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was Graha, Very good morning. And then we would like to greet as well James Sanjaya. Very good morning to you, James. How are you today? Right, class. That was Graha and James Sanjaya. Next, we would like to greet Justin. Justin, very good morning to you.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Justin. Very good to hear your voice. And that was Justin. We would like to carry on to greet Jonathan. Jonathan, how are you today?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Good, good. Very good, Jonathan. Yeah, I'm very good. Thanks so much, man. So that was Jonathan. We would like to carry on to greet Kalani Lifreno Hakim. I hope I can pronounce that correctly. Yeah? Kalani, I'm glad to finally greet you within our classroom environment. And congratulations, yeah, for making your way towards Business Information Systems, BINUS International. And we would like to see your best performance, yeah, and then your surprise towards your academic achievements.
Thank you, sir.
Excellent, yeah. And we would like to continue by saying good morning to Lopez.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Lopez.
Morning,
Lopez,
sir.
have you met in the past? I think, is that, have you met in the past?
Yes.
All right, right, Lopez. I'm glad I could greet you inside our classroom environment, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. So that was Lopez and Kalangi. We would like to carry on to greet Lofando. Lofando, very good morning to you.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Lofando. How are you today? Yeah?
I'm good, sir.
Very good, very good. That was Lofando. Then we would like to carry on to greet Maria Laya. Maria, how are you today? Right, excellent, excellent. And then we would like to carry on to greet Netanya. Very good morning to you, Netanya.
Morning,
How are
sir.
you today? Good morning, Netanya. And then we would like to carry on to greet Octavia. A very good morning to you, Octavia.
Morning,
We hope everything is okay at your side, yeah? Octavia. I'm glad I could finally greet you inside this particular room. Yeah, but not physically, of course, yeah, but you know, we are working towards our way, yeah, Octavia. And then we would like to greet Stephanus. Very good morning to you, Stephanus.
Yes, sir.
Hi, how's it going? Everything's okay, yeah?
Doing good. I'm feeling
Good. Stephanus, yeah. Welcome to Business Information Systems. And then we would like to continue to greet Tariq. Tariq, very good morning to you, man.
Morning,
Okay,
sir.
okay, on your side? Okay, good, very good. That was Tariq. And then we would like to greet the one and the only, Lian Martinez. Yeah, very much familiar with the Martinez family, of course. A very good morning to you, Lian.
Good morning to you too as well, sir. Hope you're doing so well this morning.
All right. I'm truly glad, yeah, we could greet you within these occasions, and then congratulations, yeah, for making your way to Jakarta and then join us in Business Information Systems.
Thank you so much, sir. That means a lot.
Excellent. That was Lian Martinez. Yeah. Now we would like to carry on to greet Vic the Clown.
Morning, sir.
Very good morning to you. How are you, man? Everything's okay?
Yeah, I'm quite fine, sir.
Good. Very good. Vic the Clown, thank you so much for opening your camera, yeah? So I could recognize you. So I could say hello later on when we pass by. So that was Vic the Clown, and then we would like to continue to greet Victoria. Victoria, very good morning to you.
Morning, sir.
Excellent, Victoria. I'm truly glad that I could finally greet you inside this particular room. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Very good morning to you. Well, we hope every one of you in good conditions in this global pandemic situation. there's lights at the end of the tunnel. And this nightmare will be over, before we even know it. However, we would need to do that carefully, step by step, and then later on we could invite all of you in total. Yeah? But for you who has registered to us, to our officers in BINUS International, we would like, of course, to welcome you with our health protocols to come and then join us to enjoy this program physically in FX Campus BINUS International Business Information Systems. Right, today with us, we are currently attended by our senior management, our senior lecturers, yeah, and then we have programs as well, some of our officers as well. So with that, we would like to introduce to you our dean and our director of BINUS International and Faculty of Computing and Media, Sir Winter. A very good morning to you, Pak Winter. Hoping everything's okay at your side.
Yeah, morning everyone. It's nice to have you. My background is background only, not real. I'm not in the room with Pak Sam. It's against the protocol. But I'm happy to welcome you all here. Hoping to see you in the next semester in my class. And don't forget, if you wish to come to campus in the next semester, don't forget to register. Okay?
Thank you so much. That was Pak Winter, our Dean of Faculty of Computing and Media, and then our directors of BINUS International, JWC's 9 campus. So if you are looking for your way towards ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, Information Systems Analysis and Designs, and then if you are joining classes that would like to emphasize on business processes, so Rita is our senior lecturers that has extensive experience of over 22 years of teaching these subjects. 22, yeah? Right. So thank you so much, Sir Winter. We would like to carry on to greet Dr. Michael Shane. So Dr. Michael Shane is our Deputy Head of Programs with extensive experience, 13 years of experience in data science, in business intelligence, process mining in the Netherlands. We invited Dr. Michael Shane about 3 years ago to join us and then to strengthen our academic faculties within Business Information Systems, BINUS International. Dr. Michael, would you please say hello to our BINUSians 2025?
Yes, thank you so much. Very good morning, freshmen, batch 2025. Welcome. I'm very glad to have you here. This is a business information system program. This is a bright program that you are taking now, and I hope you can enjoy for this FYP program. Yeah. Later, I will give you some sessions a bit in the afternoon regarding your study plan and also about your advisory, academic advisory. Okay, so enjoy for the rest of the day. Thank you. Back to Sam.
Thank you so much. That was Dr. Michael Shea. So we would like to continue to introduce to you Dr. Rain Swadamara. So Dr. Rain Swadamara has finished her PhD in Germany. I'm not trying to pronounce the name of the university, but I would like her, of course, to say hello to you and to greet all our BINUSians 2025. Dr. Rain, stage is yours, please.
Thank you so much, Pak Sam. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BINUS. Looking forward for great years ahead with everyone here. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Pak Sam.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rain. That was Dr. Rain Swadamara. And then we would like to carry on our sessions for today. Just in case I miss anyone before we proceed, let me check that in. I think I have, I hope I have already greeted everyone in the room correctly. Yeah? All Excellent. So let me continue our discussions for today. So our introductions towards business information today is fairly the same from year to year. And then these introductions, of course, please apologize for my face, because I converted that from our video. You can find these PowerPoint presentations with the videos included inside, or we call that podcast, something like that, within your account in BINUS Maya. So you can please check your account in BINUS Maya for you to be able to access this material. For later on, you can refer that as you progressing throughout our semester. Business information systems is a unique combinations between business and IT. Or we would like to say we are actually the IT expert that would like to focus on the business sectors. Can we do gaming? Of course we can. We will be doing gaming later on. I've picked one courses or two courses from our partners to do that particular way. Can we do programming? We should pass all of those programming from the basic programming algorithm until the advanced programming. Can we do business process? We should. Should we do accounting? We should as well. Now, to prepare ourselves better, towards leading a technical team, towards leading your own company, towards leading your own organization that is supported by your main strength, which is the IT. Now, the combinations between these two, we call that information systems, or specifically within BINUS International, we call that business information systems. So we are hoping that we would like to emphasize on this, that for you to be able to understand your journey, what you would need to prepare, and then what you would need to leverage later on within your university life. Now, we maintain our class small, so within this room, we provided 30+1 computer, means that 30 students plus 1 lecturers or teachers that maybe within this global pandemic, we cannot occupy all of them. However, we encourage you to speak English all the time, please. Although every now and then, when we would like to be more comfortable with our friend that is maybe constantly local, feel free, of course, but we would like to encourage you, because our official language to deliver these sessions in BINUS International, and it is recognized by all our partners in the world, it would be delivered in English. Please do consider that, and then please do consider that not all of your friends here are Indonesian. Some of them are Korean, some of them are Philippines, some of them are European. So we will need to be inclusive to them, and then to introduce our culture, our what do you call that? Our way of life in Jakarta, Indonesia, to all of our friends in the world. So we don't have several types of classes. We have regular classes ranged between 2 or 4 SUs. So if you can please check later on your study plan, we would like to come back to that. 2 and 4 SUs usually are regular classes. Means that these classes would be conducted within 30 weeks for the entire semesters. And for every week, you would have either 100 or 200-minute sessions. So one SU is comprised of 50 minutes in our credit systems. Means that if you have 2 SUs at the back of your subject, you will have 100 minutes either face-to-face or Zoom or forum or VCA, we call it, yeah, video conferences assignments that you would need to fulfill every week. If you have 4 SUs, means that 50 multiplied by 4 is 200. So that was regular classes. And then during non-pandemic situations, we have block mode classes. Yeah? So block mode classes, when we gather within this room, usually not this room, the other room, that's the room on our slides. Yeah? We call that the innovation room. So we gather there, and then we will spend from around 8:30 until 3:30 in the afternoon. During those sessions, you are free to bring your snacks, your foods to maintain your stamina, of course, because it would be a long day. And then we will have some breaks in between lunch break. We have session breaks and so on for you to be able to do this, what we call experiential learning. So usually block modes range between 6 and 8 SCUs. So you can please find later on within your sessions, if you find 6 SCUs, means that it is a block mode sessions, or 8 SCUs means that it is most probably a block mode sessions. Yeah? However, during this global pandemic, we changed that a little bit because we cannot actually be on site for 8 hours. Yeah? So we modify that a little bit. Later on, we will combine that with, we call that blended learning. Yeah? So blended learning or multi-channel learning is when we combine face-to-face, Zoom meeting, forum, and VCA or video conference assignments. So that is our current system, or current systems within business information systems. And last but not least, I don't want to talk about that now currently. However, just in case you would need to do a revamp or so-called remedial or something like that, we have that as well. Yeah? But let's not talk about that. Just bear in mind that within our summer semester break, then we take holiday. Yeah? But just in case you would need to do something, it is there for you to take it. So it's just maybe a small notes for all of us. So this is our first semester's course structures. The old course structures for us to follow. However, I'm really excited to announce to you, of course, a different course structures for you to follow once we already have a green light, yeah, of course, to announce this. But for now, if you take an example of our last semesters, which is your FYP leaders curriculum here, you could see that some of these courses have 8 SUs, and some of them have 4 and 2 SUs. Be very careful. 8, 6, and 8 SUs, or 4, 6, and 8 SUs are large SUs. Well, of course, I'm not telling you that you can fail 2 SUs. That's not an option, absolutely. However, if you could please invest your time, invest your effort according to the SU's credit. So, for instance, contemporary MIS and algorithms, we will have 8 SUs. Means there is expected 50 multiplied by 8 every week for us either to meet in Zoom or either to meet within this particular room or to meet in the forum of BINUS Maya. We do have several other subjects such as character building that comprise of 2 SUs or Bahasa Indonesia that is comprised of 2 SUs. Be very careful with these small SU subjects. Naturally, we would like to focus on the large SU subjects. It is natural. However, usually it is not huge role that becomes our stepping stones, if you understand what I mean. Usually we take sort of complacent approach towards this small SU. It's okay lah, bahasa, yeah, bahasa. I've been speaking Bahasa Indonesia since primary school, or it's my mother tongue actually, so no worries. Be very careful, because those small subjects, when we lower our guard a little bit, could become our something. So we consider it towards these small SEO subjects such as Bahasa Indonesia or character building, because they have a tight schedule towards submitting your work. Although it looks trivial, create or writing 200 words in Bahasa Indonesia, in the correct Bahasa Indonesia, comprised of opening, body, and closing statements, and so on. Yeah? It is looking really light, and sometimes we leave it until last minute before we would like to attack that. Be careful, because once you forget to submit that it could cause into a hopefully not into a deduction. So we don't want that happens. Make sure you submit all of that work, and then make sure that you submit that, of course, on time. So that was some of our subjects, that currently within our credit systems. We do have several other subjects that later on we would like to confirm to you once we have the green lights to announce that to all of you. Our double degree partners. Currently, our double degree partners comprise of 3 double degree partners. So these 3 double degree partners require us to do 3 years in Jakarta and 1 year abroad. So I could see many of students here today express interest to join this particular program. However, we are excited to tell you, of course, that we will have our double degree in Jakarta. Yeah? Hopefully, we can announce that very soon. We will make the confirmations later on, yeah? Endorsement confirmations from our senior management. Then we would like to announce to you the name of the university in Australia, and then that will grant you a double degree automatically without the need of applying abroad. However, if you would like to see what does it looks like abroad in Australia, in Germany, you can stand the winter, or in Newcastle, yeah, you can, if you would like to provide yourself with personal experience, international experience, join their class there, you're welcome to do that, of course. And then we believe that our 3 years here already equip you with the needed skills, yeah, the needed skills for you to continue abroad. We do have several other certifications that you will need to follow later on. I would like, of course, to invite Dr. Michael. Dr. Michael is the best to introduce this to all of us of what is these certifications and what subjects bear these particular certifications. With that, we would like to welcome Dr. Michael King.
Thank you, Sir Sams. We have 3 international certifications. 2 of them have been embedded into the courses. Yeah, one of them you can take anytime, actually. So we have SCP, NetApp, and Salesforce certifications. So in addition to double degree program, you can gain your achievement by taking this international certification. So for SCP, this is an enterprise resources planning software developed by one large company in Germany, and this is an integrated information system. Yeah, and then most of the company can use SCP to automate business processes. There are many modules inside, such as payroll, such as ordering systems, yeah, human resources management, also for productions. You can take a certification level 1 for SCP and also level 2. The Sir will deliver ERP subjects, yeah, for business information system programs, and he will train you during the class and also how to achieve the target, yeah, for SCP level 1 and level 2. And we have also cloud technology subjects, yeah, and we have a net app as the certifications that you can get from this course. So cloud technology, you need to take in the second semester, and during the courses, you can learn about net apps. Yeah, this is a cloud storage that is developed by one big company in United States. And then there is also AWS Cloud. Yeah, you will learn about AWS Cloud. You can execute your own projects, and then you need to present in the end of the semester. So net apps as a cloud technology that are currently being used by many companies because they don't need to invest in the front about the IT infrastructure. So they just build the infrastructure as they want to use at that time, yeah, and then they can pay the bill every month. If they need additional resources for IT infrastructure, they can increase it. There is also opportunity to have auto scaling, yeah, and then of course you can being competitive with the large company. If you develop your own company, startup IT company, then you can have IT infrastructure the same like the big company. So the last certification is Salesforce. This is a CRM, yeah, customer relationship management software. This is a #1 leading CRM software in the world, and you will be guided by one talent manager from Singapore, and you will get the certification as well, along with the the training will be provided by the expert from Salesforce. So this Salesforce, yeah, the software is cloud-based already, and you can automate the process of how you can approach the prospective customer to be a loyal customer. Yeah, so there are some IT contributions toward this marketing process and also sales. Okay, I think that's these are really good international certification that you can achieve along the way during your study in business information system program. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Michael Sheikh. I could recognize as well, we have the lecturers in the room that is certified to teach SAP about us, yeah? So we would like to have a brief introductions by Sowita to introduce to us what is these SAP certifications inside enterprise resource planning systems subjects. Sowita, if you can please.
Yes,
please. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pastor Martin. More detail you can also later discuss with Nicholas. Nicholas already get the SAP 1 and 2, I believe. The most important when you are in BIS is to learn how to end-to-end process, because we are working with integrated system that will help and support a company from the whole process. Maybe if you have a company from the front service marketing until to the end service and into the back system, into the sales distribution. We talk about human resource, you talk about finance and accounting, you talk about warehousing, production, and everything. We need to build a very great system, a very good system, and that must be integrated. In the world, number one that is used for the ERP is SAP. So SAP is one of the most what I can say, the company a lot using SAP in Indonesia, and they are searching a lot for SAP certificate for BIS students. That's why giving you experience with SAP, I believe, will bring you a very good sample how the best system in the world is implemented, how the best system in the world is designed. It doesn't mean you have to work with SAP, but you'll get attached with the best sample how the ERP is implemented end-to-end process. So later, when you get that subject, I believe Nicholas can tell the story. I hope it's not a traumatic year, because before midterm you have to do the level 1 certification, and then after mid you have to go to level 2 certification. Since level 1 is the fundamental and level 2 later you cannot take them all, because there are a lot of brands in level 2. Then we are giving for option normally for students. Some students taking human resources, some students taking accounting and finance, the other one prefer sales and distribution, and some other students prefer the logistic material management. I don't remember. Nicholas, last time, which one did you choose?
Material management.
Yes, material management. I think Nicholas, the one that loves challenge. Yeah. Material management is one of the most difficult process. But that's fine. Again, we are in IS have a principle, right? If there's no challenge, then where's the fun? Okay. So thank you, Pasan.
Thank you so much, Sir Wicha and then Nicholas, for confirming us towards SAP certifications. Now, class, these certifications, why is it so important? In the IT sectors, to the business world, we would need to certify people before even touching these extensive enterprise systems that took maybe 2 to 6 months to only implement that in a company. So for you to stand out from the crowd, from any other Bachelor of Computing in Indonesia, in Australia, United States, in the world, we would need to equip you, or you would need to be equipped with these certifications in the IT sectors. Of course, there are many other certifications, many other ERP systems that this company actually implements, because SAP is very much resource hungry, we would like to say, yeah? Resource hungry in that case. We would like to hear from experience of our recent alumni. Some of our alumni would like to go as far as artificial intelligence to take her master's degree. Some of our alumni would like to immediately jump into these IT industries or consultant, even before they finish their thesis. With that, we would like to invite to you, we would like to invite today Clariska Laurencia, Jessica Defina, and then Cheryl Livia to be spotlighted and then to share their experience to all of us. Yeah? So Clariska Laurencia is one of our recent alumni that would like to take artificial intelligence in Melbourne University as master degree. Clariska is one of our high performance students in the classroom, and then we would like to hear from her experience, tips and tricks, what to avoid during university life, and then to do and don'ts within university life. We will open later on for you to ask questions towards our alumni, and then maybe to gain new networks with them, because they could have been your colleagues later on when you enter the business sectors. They could have been your contact person when you joined your master degree or master track later on. So we would like to say good morning, I guess, yeah. Good morning, Clarissa from Melbourne. Clarissa, how are you?
It's good, Arvo, yeah.
Right. I'm sorry to bother you early.
No worries.
Thank you so much for your availability. Today, Clarissa, we are in front of about 27 students, yeah, from BINUSIAN 2025, and then we are glad for you to join our sessions. But look, before we go to further with Clarissa, we would like to greet as well Jessica Devina. Jessica, very good morning to you.
Morning, sir.
So Jessica is joining us from a financial investment company named Schroders. And then we would like to invite as well Cheryl Livia to say good morning to all of us.
Morning,
From the same company, financial institutions company named Schroders. Cheryl, you can please say hello to us.
Hi, everyone.
Right. So Cheryl and Jessica in front of us, we are currently having freshmen, and then we would like later on to ask tips and tricks, and then maybe how to avoid any pitfalls during our university life. We would like to start from Clarissa, if you don't mind. Yeah? So Clarissa, this next questions is something to do with your high performance in the university. So the question is, how do you keep your high performance in the university life, yet balance that with organizational life and your own personal life? Clarissa, yes, please.
Oh, wow, that's actually a pretty extensive question.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to recall what actually really happened like in the past. Pretty much like, well, due to COVID, like I don't think you can have like, a lot of freedom as I had earlier, but hopefully soon. So pretty much like, yeah, the thing that I always do is, how do I actually balance it out? Firstly, yeah, listen in class, so you actually and take notes. So pretty much you already save a lot of time, so you don't actually have to like restudy again if you actually concentrate in class and really absorb it like a sponge. That's one. And two, like try to join as much organization as possible and hang out with your friends. Not in this current situation. Yeah, sorry about that. But pretty much like in the past, I kind like when there was like the time, I pretty much participated in every event that was possible. But yeah, one, it was tiring, but two, like you get to meet a lot of new friends, and from there you kind of like develop the relationship, which is like the network, which is actually what is the most important part in university. So, and I think it's like, and that's one thing. Since I'm working, and one thing that I actually notice in the technology industry in general, that people are really bad communicators. Like it's true, it's like people are so bad. So by actually joining like this extracurricular activities, it also develop like your soft skills, and eventually it will help you like in the future. And in addition to that, those like social networkings and stuff, it also actually balances out your stress levels. So it's really good for your mental health, and by actually nourishing your mental health, it actually improves your academic performance also. That's like my 2 cents.
Excellent, excellent, Travis. We will come back to you. Thank you so much for your first tips and tricks towards a great academic achievers. Yeah. We would like to ask the same questions as well to both Jessica and Cheryl. We would like to start with Jessica. Jessica, how did you maintain your academic performance while at the same time you had really tough internships, really tough, organizational life. You lead ISCC competitions, and then you have your own personal life as well. So Jessica, how do you balance that? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'm pretty much on the same page with Claire. It's very important to balance out the your school life and social life. But yeah, as we know, right now we cannot really do that. But I think it is very important for all of you to join BINUS events, especially ISCC, because it's one of the most prestigious competition here. And it's a very good way to meet new people, especially the ones from outside of your major. And regarding the lessons itself, I can say that you can always catch up with your lecturers, as I'm pretty sure they are very open and are always ready to help. Yeah, especially Sir Sam, Sir Vincha, and Sir Michael.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I don't think anything else.
Right. Jessica, thank you so much for answering the first questions. Of course, we are truly grateful to hear that directly from you. We would like to ask the same questions to Cheryl. Cheryl, how did you keep your academic performance in a top notch? And then while you were joining as well, and by the way, recruited already by students, even before you actually graduate. So for your information class, Cheryl and Jessica hasn't even graduated yet. They have joined this company even before they started their thesis. So we would like to ask from Cheryl, how did you do that? Yes, please.
Actually, for my sixth semester, I've already interned in Accenture, and I was working as a business analyst. Getting into Accenture, I was just applying outside of BINUS. I applied through Glassdoor, Caliber, and then for seventh semester, I got into Schroders. I think I got the contact information from Miss Della. She's the one who will be helping getting into internships and everything. And for Schroders, after interning there for a year, they recruited me because I think I did pretty good job there. And now I'm a full-time employee in Schroders as an automation analyst. And I think my tips is just that I think find your passion and interest from your class curriculum. So it might be easier to find your specific keywords, what you want to find for like job. For example, you're interested in UI UX, then you can like just search UI UX intern. Don't limit yourself to apply or get help from Miss Della only. You can apply on your own too. Yeah, that's how I think for me. Just try to find intern outside and job from Google. I think that's what I did actually. Yeah.
Right. Excellent. That was Cheryl and Jessica. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for sharing with us with this experience. We would like to move on to our second questions. Yeah, go back to Clarissa Laurencia in Melbourne. Clara, what do you think the most important aspect that you have to maintain for us to further our study? So do we have to be excel in academic all the time, or what are your own experience to further our study, especially towards master degree level? Yes, please.
That's like, okay. How do I approach this question?
Yeah, so what
Oh,
are
yeah.
exactly the tips and trick for us to successfully further our study towards master degree?
To be honest, it's like, how do you say it? Really, academic grades isn't everything. And
Right.
okay, that's weird, like coming from me, that's weird. But I think like I kind of realized it like a bit too late. Like it's not actually everything. And there's this thing like that I understood as I actually approached my studies, like towards the end of my studies, yeah. The thing that you, and I'm working also, so pretty much it's like, in order for you to be really like seen by recruiters and such, you have to learn whatever is beyond the classroom. So it's not, you shouldn't like border yourself to just learn whatever is within the classroom itself. So pretty much like BINUS actually gives you guys like a really good basic, like on where to start, in my opinion, on where to start. But it's up to you guys to actually like further improve it. Like, for example, let's say BINUS like teach you on business process management, right? And how to implement it. But again, that's just inside a classroom setting. And for you, in order to actually implement whatever was taught in class, you guys must proactively like search for internship and gain like experience and such. So in order to actually have what do you say it, like a good academic standard and a good like skills, for me like you have to be able to implement whatever you were taught in class and in real life. So yeah, I guess
Right, Clarissa, thank you.
that answers, I hope.
Absolutely, absolutely. We could remember that you are taking currently artificial intelligence, how heavy it is, and then you actually regretted taking it.
No, to be honest, it's like this is like, it's funny. Like I was like an IS student, and then I am a master of IT student majoring in artificial intelligence. But right now I'm working as a data scientist and a consultant. So it's pretty much all interrelated.
Right. Right, excellent.
But
That
no
was-
regrets. No regrets.
No regret. That was Clarissa.
Yeah.
Yes, please, Clarissa, you're about to say something. Yes, please.
Yeah, but the thing is like what I learned, and I think I did it like the other way around, because people normally do like computer science first and then they do like information system for their masters. But I did it the other way around. And one of the advantage that I saw is like I'm good at talking. It's like IS students are a better communicator compared to CS students.
Right, don't say
So-
that because we have CS students next door.
Oops. But yeah, but that's the thing that I really want to enforce. It's like you guys need to like enhance your communication skills, and it will really help you in life. Trust me.
Excellent, excellent. Clarissa Lawrence here from Melbourne, yeah. So thank you so much. So we would like to carry on to greet Jessica and Cheryl with our second questions. So the second question is clear actually. We learned so many things towards business processes, programming, certifications. How those works in your current career? So we would like to start from Jessica and Devina. Are you currently using SAP or Salesforce or any of those certifications in your current task?
Okay, so for SAP, I'm not currently using that, but for Salesforce, I actually had an internship in Metro Data, and it's fully using Salesforce. And yeah, initially I didn't know anything about Salesforce before BINUS introduces us to this to the CRM, and we also had the chance to have like a compact learning. I think it's within a week, but it's definitely very short, and I didn't even pass the certification back then. So I really learned a lot by being an intern in Metro Data.
Yeah.
So it's very eye-opening to actually see how Salesforce is being implemented in like the real life industry. Yeah. So yeah.
Excellent, excellent, Jessica. Thank you so much. Cheryl, the same question, please. How did you apply, or how are you currently applying it within your current day-to-day past internships, probably in the past, or your current full employment job descriptions? Cheryl, please.
Actually, during my internship at Accenture, they were implementing SAP, but I wasn't like interning as their technology. I wasn't exposed to it. It was the technology people doing it. I was like a part of the business team, not the technology team. So yeah, but I think it's important for everyone to be certified in SAP, because you never know when your future career might need certification. But for my current employment, we don't use SAP, or but we need certified for Blue Prism, because I'm using Blue Prism software to automate processes. I'm working with robotic process automation, where you automate processes where usually people do manually, like generating reports and everything. I think as a future goes, with your career, they might need different types of certifications as well. But for Blue Prism's certification, it was already provided by my company, and yeah, that's all. I think from me, I didn't really use SAP for my current work.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Cheryl, Jessica, and Clariska. So we would have our last questions, of course, official questions towards our alumni. However, while I'm asking this, could you kindly prepare your own questions, yeah, to ask to them towards their academic journey, specific to your current needs, yeah? So whatever you have something in mind, maybe you would like to ask something more specific towards your own need, feel free, of course, to ask that within this current classroom. And while I'm going to ask, of course, the third questions to first Clariska Laurencia. So Clariska, what's next? What's after this? What's the plan after this? Yes, please.
What's the plan? Work, grind, hustle. Well, yeah, like my plan right now is pretty much it's like I'm learning currently I'm like a data scientist and a consultant and a data analyst at the same time. And pretty much I'm working like at the startup. So if you're working at a startup, pretty much you have to do like everything, right?
So
Like
is it going to be PR and then, settle in Australia, or are you going to sort of, PR and then go back to Indonesia and have your own business problem?
I haven't thought about that. I haven't thought about that, but right now it's like my goal is to upskill myself, like to pretty much learn a lot of things, especially in cloud technology, because like it's really important. Like as a developer, I understand right now how important like cloud architecture is, and I'm trying to upskill myself in terms of like a lot of stacks, like tech stacks, like you need to learn. For example, is like GitHub, really important, guys. GitHub, and then like trying to pretty much like expose yourself to machine learning. Oh my god, just okay. So it's like the machine learning and cloud. It's like currently that's what I'm trying to upskill myself.
Right.
And artificial intelligence algorithm and pretty much a lot of coding. That's like my next plan. So it's like it's prettifying my CV. I'm still young, and I feel like I'm young. So I'm still young, and I can still do like a lot of exploratory stuff like in tech, and since that's what I enjoy, so it's more towards the technical stuff. And maybe like sometimes diverse myself to the consultant world if I want to.
And plan probably to open your own business in the future?
It's currently not in my plans, but if I go back to Indonesia, I was planning to like return to the consulting world maybe, or maybe as a software engineer. It's either of those two.
Yeah, exactly. Right, that was Clarissa Lorenzo. We would like to ask the same questions to Jessica Delfina. So Jessica, Metrodata, Shoulders, what next?
Okay, so I don't really have a plan right now because I'm still just starting my work at Shoulders.
Yeah.
And yeah, just my plan in Shoulders is just to learn as much as possible, like having to learn this new software, like Cheryl said, the Blue Prism, and hopefully I'm also on my way to getting certified for Power Platforms as well. And yeah, but I'm not sure of any other plans, because the funny thing is previously I initially planned to pursue my double degree back in 2020. But yeah, because due to all of this COVID situation, I was not able to do so. So yeah, I'm just currently going with the flow.
Right. Well, just in case you are interested, we can take the pathways that are currently being taken by Clarissa to join any of these master track. Yeah, and it would give you, of course, a very good exposure, especially if you would like to continue the business sector such as MBA. Usually, they would require you an extensive experience within the consulting area of about 2 years, and then that would be a plus point for you to enter your MBA. Or if you can, if you would like to go to data science or artificial intelligence, it is all open for you, of course, Jessica.
Yes, sir. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Right. Excellent. That was Jessica Delfina. Class, before I ask the same question to Cheryl, please do prepare your questions. After this, we would like to open the Q&A sessions from students for you to ask towards our alumni. So, Cheryl, the same questions, Accentures, then Shoulders. Then what next, please?
Actually, also, I've just recently started my job at Shoulders, from May, and I'm also still young. I'm still 20. I joined uni really young at 16 years old. So I think my plan is just to work in Shoulders for 2 to 3 years, get my full experience. And because Shoulders they offer really a lot of certifications, I'll just try to get as many as certification as I can, like Power Platform and other softwares they're implementing. And maybe I'll try another company, maybe with a higher position, like job hopping. Yeah. I think that's my plan for now. I'll just continue working Shoulders for a while now. Yeah, that's all.
Excellent, Cheryl. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Cheryl, Jessica, and Clarissa for sharing that with all of us. Tips and tricks, do and don'ts, and then your next plan. What's your career and next slide? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So we would like to open specific questions coming from our BINUSIAN 2025. Or even, our FL, feel free, of course, to ask questions to our alumni. If you can please type that on our chat box, so I could read that out loud to all of us. Or you can ask that verbally. If you would like to raise your hand first before asking that, that'd be wonderful. If you would like to jump in and then ask that directly, that would be acceptable as well, of course, yeah. We do have the first questions coming from our FL. Thank you so much, Nicholas, for the questions. What are the most important skills to have in the industry? We would like to start answering this probably from Clarissa Lorencia. So we could recognize that you are currently in a data science sectors. However, if you can please conveyed to us. But in the past, I'm very much sure you were in the Big Four as well. Was that Pricewaterhouse or Accenture? So if-
PwC. Yeah.
PwC, exactly. So you can please convey to us what are the most important skills. You have mentioned that maybe on communication, but what else? Yes, please.
I think this answers, it varies from industry to industry, but it depends. Like if you're in the consulting industry, I don't think, oh, well, it's developing. In the consulting industry right now, like, of course, like the most general one is like your communication skills and how you actually approach people and how you talk to people and your work ethics. That's like the most, that's, I think, it's like, it's very general and across all industry. But if, in terms of consulting itself, I yeah, you have to be able to make like presentations and work your way on Excel. But as to my knowledge right now, a lot of consulting industry has actually implemented a lot of like tech stacks like data analytics, like business intelligence, yeah, Power BI and such, and a lot of machine learning also. I mean, if you look at, I think it's McKinsey, their quantum block. I think that's actually like one of the things you can look at. But in the tech industry itself, like what you have to upskill yourself is like, yeah, a lot of coding, your algorithms. Well, actually, like syntax and stuff, you can learn it along the way. But pretty much, it's like the most common thing that I see is normally a lot of like machine learning and artificial intelligence. Yeah, and a lot of data science stuff, like a lot of machine learning algorithms and such. I'm not sure, as to my knowledge, that you guys will learn it like right now, like soon, later in the future. I think it's already a part of your curriculum right now. And to be honest, like, I never actually took it seriously before because, yeah, I didn't actually have that class, I think. I don't remember. But yeah, I really didn't take like coding classes seriously before when I was like in bachelor's, and I kind of regret it. So pretty much it's like so pretty much it's like it's really important to you to get like around your coding and you have a strong basic in algorithms and such, because it will actually help you in your future. Like even like companies like consulting, like big fours like PwC, they actually already implement stuff like a lot of skills and a lot of like business intelligence and such. So pretty much it's like if you don't actually upgrade your skills with the latest tech stacks, people will just like you actually have to develop, like you have to upgrade your skills in terms of that. So like, yeah, so hard skills and soft skills in general.
Thank you so much, Mariska. We would like to continue to Jessica Depina. Same questions, please. What are the most important skills we have to have in the industry? Jessica, yes, please.
Yeah, I guess the general one is, it is the most important thing is just to be consistent, whether it be regarding your work ethics or to always learning new things. And I guess it's also very important for you to actually love your job and not treat it as like a chore or just something that you have to do. So I think it's very good to know your strengths and weaknesses starting from now, because I think in being in a university is a very good way to absorb new knowledge and very different points of views from other people. And yeah, it's definitely a good way to always improve yourself to be better for in the future. And yeah, I'd just say that you have to learn as many things as possible, especially that it's very easy to learn anything online right now. Like we have LinkedIn courses, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it from me.
Thank you so much, Jessica Defina, yeah, for the tips and tricks. The same question, Cheryl. What are the most important skills in your current industry, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I think it depends on what job you're applying to, because I think from early semesters you should know like which classes you like. For example, you like cloud computing, cloud technology, then you can try to apply and upgrade your skills and focus on that the classes, and upgrade your skills, and then you can apply your job in cloud computing. And for me, I think I'm just doing RPA now, and I really like doing RPA. So I'm really like upgrading my skills and learning more on Power Query and Power Platform. And technology sectors these days, they are looking for, I think, Python programming, MySQL, and also you need to be like really pretty good like with your Excel knowledge, like basic stuff. Yeah, I think that's all from me.
Right. Thank you so much. Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. Right. Well, thanks so much, Clarissa, Laurencia, Jessica, Devina, and Cheryl. Maybe we can have one or two more questions before we close this alumni sessions here and introductory sessions towards basic information systems. One more or two more questions, please. Do not hesitate to put that inside our chat box and then to later on be answered by. We do have one more questions, of course. Let me read that out loud. What is the main struggle in the university life and how do you overcome that? So I think Clarissa needs to answer that in two versions, Jakarta version and Australian version. And you can please answer those struggle in university life. Clarissa, yes, please.
Okay, Indo version. In Indo, my main struggle was pretty much, it was socializing, definitely. Definitely, it was socializing for me. It's like as a social awkward, I think it was pretty difficult to actually maintain like how to actually have lots of friends without actually like turning that on off and such manner. And pretty much it's like, for me it was really difficult to actually balance out studies and socializing. Pretty much like shocking. Yeah, it's like it was like very hard for me to actually like like one of the best struggle was like, how the university is across a mall.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Senayan City and JWC is like, it's just like opposite of each other, right? There was like this temptation of like PS sir, as like I'm just going to admit my mistake right now. I used to skip a class just to watch Avengers Endgame. Yeah, I skipped a class for that. So pretty much one of my struggle was like skipping classes. And there was like a really huge temptation, and it's like a huge temptation on going to Senayan City, or you just go upstairs in FX. There's like a cinema. You can either just go up or you go across. There was like a lot of temptation over there. It's like just skipping class to hang out and such. But again, like how I overcame it was like you have to understand like your priorities. Like you have to keep your education like as a priority at this age. So despite like all the temptation, you have to understand like if you already put like your priorities set on top and you're able to like take care of all your priorities first, and then you're like, okay, it's like I'm quite free today. Okay, I can reward myself by watching a movie, let's say, something like that. And the Australian version is like, definitely I think it's like something you guys will actually struggle with right now, which is online classes. It's not actually the most fun thing ever to watch a lecture in front of your laptop for 12 hours straight. It's not the most fun thing ever. And pretty much like the best part is your class is at 9 a.m. You just wake up at 8:55 and you can attend class. That's like the best part. But the main struggle and my Aussie experience is definitely maintaining my sanity Like you have to attend class like for straight couple of hours, and then you have assignments and such, and there's no entertainment outside because I'm in my 6th lockdown right now. It's pretty much there's no entertainment because because of the lockdown and such. But again, I think it's balancing my work life and my work life and my social life. It's really difficult. And I think it's like you just need to learn to prioritize and try to actually reward yourself and to forgive yourself. Let's say like you already finished like an assignment, and I think it's okay to actually reward yourself in terms of whatever you like. So yeah, pretty much like how I actually maintain like the main struggle pretty much is balancing my social life and my work life, and pretty much it happens like twice right now in my university life. So yeah, it's like how you overcome it. One is to set your priorities, and two, after setting your priorities and getting over with your priorities, you have to reward yourself and feel good about it.
Right. Thank you so much. That was Claudia Lorenzo from Melbourne. We would like to continue to the same questions for Jessica Devina. The main struggle within your university life is just, and then how did you overcome that? Yes, please.
Okay, so honestly, I'd say the main struggle was all Sir Winch's class projects.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't be discouraged, obviously.
Oh, really? Okay. Thank you, Jess.
Yeah, I just want to say that I guess it's very important to not underestimate those class projects like I actually did in the first semester. But yeah, not anymore. And yeah, like I said before, it's good to always be active and consult with your lecturers, and also to have supportive friends, I guess, so that you can always learn together. But yeah, even though I just said that all of those projects are very difficult, it actually became one of my favorite subjects to learn. Yeah, especially Sir Winch's class, as I feel that it's one of these lessons, subjects that I can actually apply to my current work life.
Excellent. That was Thank you so much for sharing us your secret towards this struggle. All right, we would like to ask the same questions to Cheryl Lee, of course. What are the main struggles and how did you overcome that? Cheryl, yes, please.
I think my main struggle was like time management. There was a lot of assignments. I don't know, for me, it was kind of overwhelming. Like, for example, like Sir Michael class, and then there's like task, and then like Sir Winch's class. Also, it's like very overwhelming. But then, because like most of these group projects, I can manage it. Like we work all together. You know, if you find like great people to work with in the group projects, and I think it's fine. I think for me, just managing time, you know, just if, for example, you have free time, try to finish one by one. Like, yeah, I think that's all for me. Not really much.
Thank you so much, Cheryl, Jessica, and Clariska. So because we are 10 minutes away from our end of interview with our alumni, maybe we can handle one more question just in case you have one. If not, you would like to close that with the closing statement from our alumni. So do we have any questions? Please do type that on our chat box, or feel free to raise your hand and then to ask that directly to all of us. Those ones, those twice. So yeah, all right. We would like to have, of course, Clariska, Jessica, and Cheryl with the closing statements. But let me guide you with these questions towards your closing statements. What was on your mind when you were on their shoes? So what was on your mind when you were entering that room as BINUSIAN 2021, as BINUSIAN 2019? So what was on your mind at that time when you faced us the first time, when you were just like BINUSIAN 2025 today? We would like to start from Clarissa and your closing statement, please. Thank you.
Pretty much like, what is it called right now? Is it still called FEP?
FYP, exactly. FYP today.
Yeah. When it was my year, it was like FEP, and we had this one activity where we actually had to write a letter to ourselves, and you can only open it in like 4 years' time. So it's like what you want to say to your future self. And I still remember exactly what I wrote on that day. I still remember. So whatever I wrote on that day was like, I had to be the best. I don't care. I don't give like, I really don't care how I'll do it. I'll have to be the best. That was like my first mindset. And to be honest, I kind of regret saying it, because in order to actually be the best, you actually have a lot of things you have to sacrifice. And that includes like your social life. And that pretty much like how I actually said about how I struggled with my social life mainly. Yeah, that's what like, so what I really want to say is like, don't actually use like your academic performance as a performance meter in your life. It's not actually like a good standard. Yeah, it's not actually a good standard to actually determine your life. So yeah, pretty much like what I want to say is like, you have to enjoy like university life, because it will only happen once. So enjoy it as much as possible, study hard, and you have to understand that, and you have to prioritize your education while actually enjoying your university life, because you have to understand that not a lot of people actually have the privilege to actually enjoy BINUS International. And BINUS International pretty much gives you a really good platform to actually start with like your career and your life in general. So just enjoy your university life, absorb everything like a sponge if possible. If not possible, yeah, it's okay. Pretty much just enjoy the ride, because like at the end of the day, when I was struggling like Jessica and Cheryl, I still remembered like I also struggled with Sir Winch's like subjects, and I was in his like office like almost every day. I was like in his office. I just barged in, and pretty much like it was like a struggle at first, but right now like if you remember like all those memories, like, oh, it was actually pretty fun to do it, and I will do it all over again. So yeah, just enjoy it.
Thank you so much. All right, we would like to ask the same questions to Jessica now. Taking flashback 2017, what was on your mind when you entered the room? Yes, please, Jessica, and your closing statement, please. Thank you.
Okay, so my first thought was just to make as many friends and memories as possible. That was my initial thought. And I also remember feeling incompetent, I guess, when I'm actually there with my other classmates. Yeah, since I think that I don't have the initial skills to being an IS student, but yeah, it's actually not that big of a deal, it turns out, because I actually learned it from the start. Yeah, every lecturer here is very helpful, and I guess it's just important to keep in mind that you don't regret everything. Yeah, you don't regret anything, like not taking part of the BINUS events or getting lazy on school stuff. Yeah, I think that's the most important part. Just do anything that you can, and yeah, don't regret anything.
Right, that was Jessica Definaya. We would like to ask the same question, Cheryl. Taking flashback to 2017, what was on your mind when you entered your first day in the university, and then your closing statement, please? Thank you.
When I first joined, I was still 16 and I didn't have a coding background and I really had difficulty. But then I think my advice is just to be friendly to everyone in your class, get to know them better. And because they might be your colleague in the future and, maintain connections is really important. Also, yeah, just try to ask questions from your lecturers when you are like having difficulty in assignments or anything. Don't be shy and asking questions. I was too shy to ask questions back then, and I regret it. Yeah, just don't be shy and asking questions. Like your lecturers won't judge you for asking stupid questions or anything. And yeah, join also organizations. Like don't limit yourself to joining organizations from information systems major. I mean, conducted by IS major, but also join from other majors. That way you can be friends with students from other majors. Like that's what I do back then. So like I had like maintained connections with friends from other majors. Yeah, I think that's all. Just enjoy your uni life.
Excellent, excellent. Everyone, could we please give a round of applause for Clarissa Lorencia from Melbourne, Jessica Livina, and Cheryl Livia from Jakarta. Thank you so much for your time, and then thank you so much for sharing with us. We are truly grateful to see you achieving your current goal, your current life achievements, and then we are grateful, of course, to be able to be part of your to contribute to your maybe half or a little bit of your success currently. So we wish you all the very best towards your future endeavors and then to your future plan and then to your current career and your future career and life as well. Thank you so much, Clarissa Lorencia, Jessica Devina, and Cheryl Livia. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Clark, Jess, and Cheryl.
Bye,
Success.
sir.
Thank
See you when I
Good
see
luck
you.
all.
See you, sir,
Thank
when I see
you.
you. I'll come back, yeah. And
Sure,
watch your
sure.
office again.
Don't worry.
I bought your office again. Bye
Yep,
bye.
don't worry.
All right, class, that was our first sessions of today towards the introductions of business information systems. And then we took you to the journey of looking at from the perspective of our alumni. And we would like to later on, of course, to introduce some of the jargons that has been used extensively within this interview of artificial intelligence, robotic, RPA, or data science, or all of those jargons. You will find it, you will master that inside our classroom later on. But of course, we would like to take this good opportunity to come back to our sessions of business information systems introductions. So to continue our discussions and introductions to the program, we would like to remind all of us, to remind all of you of the following plan or curriculum recipe that we cater for business information system program. So if you see from these slides, it is not only theory that we would like to introduce to you. It is what we call experiential learning. So in a class like this, it would be more you doing your project instead of listening to what we have to say. So as you can see just now, our discussions, it is more towards this, conversations among us, the applications of that particular theory that is important. Secondly, we would like to make sure that you are internationally well exposed, either through culture exposure, through networks exposure, technology. We would like to make sure that you have this international exposure to make you the citizens of the world. So when later on you work with your counterparts from other countries, from other cultures, it doesn't take you long actually to do that. Vanessa already pointed that out that it is important for us not only to shape our hard skill, programming skill, business processes skills, but as well our communication skills, our interpersonal skills that are actually being exposed on a daily basis when you present your project's final project, when you present your group assignments in front of the classroom. Thirdly, we would like to introduce business startups, of course, to all of our students. So in BINUS International, in particular business information systems, we give strong basic for you to do two literacy. First, technology literacy. When people talk about Python's programming, when people talk about Java programming, R programming, C# programming, well, you're familiar with all of those. When we talk about cloud technology, artificial intelligence, business processes, certifications, you are all in it. No problem at all. We call that technology literacy. The second literacy is as important as well. We call that financial literacy. So later on, when you would like to lead your company, when you would like to lead a project, you could have that particular state understanding the way financial works. So that's why later on, when we introduce the class to you, introductions to financial accounting, or if you would like to pursue that to double degree in whole business school, feel free to do that. But at the minimum, you need to understand this financial literacy as well, and then that's within our curriculum. That is, of course, for you to be able to continue to your own, not only professional life, but business startups. So we would like to later on introduce you to CIDR. So CIDR works very well in conjunction with the Apple Academy to produce future business startups. Well, in the past, we would like to, well, have another session here to introduce you to some of our alumni that has successfully built their own startups. But maybe you've heard the rumors already, you know, this guy William or Michael or Eka, or any other students that actually successfully brought that humble idea from the student desk like this to actually launch their own startups. So we would like to see you as business computing professional, and then as well as digital startups or technopreneur in the future. So some of the methods and learning activities, especially in the experiential learning, we have innovation lab, so you can visit that later on. That lab is actually has nothing in it, so we don't have desks like this. It's just, you know, nice sofa for you to sit on, for you to, you know, discuss that, for you to talk, and then the whole wall will be a writable wall for you to, you know, scratch your idea, and then for you to, you know, talk about your aspirations or talk about your innovative idea. Workspace like this. So this is basically workspace or computer lab, of course. Yeah, computer lab. We would like to make it as close as possible to current contemporary industries. So if you visited maybe Google or maybe Gojek as well. Gojek, they radically changed the way they settle the office. They even have gym. They even have what do you call it? Sleeping pod. Yeah, sleeping pod inside the office. We would like to make that as close as possible. Yeah, so we provided you with this lab. We have another lab in the other side of FX as well for you to work to use that as your workspace lab, yeah. And then last but not least, we would like for you to do an early industrial visit. So I know currently maybe that's not a good idea for us to visit that company physically, but of course we would like to make that happen if we have the green light already, and then if the statistics of this global pandemic is well under control, we would like to bring that back. Usually we would like to invite all of you to join our immersion trip, either in Jakarta, or we would like to join abroad as well. The latest one, we did that on the year just before global pandemic, yeah? Just before the global pandemic, it was to the year of 2019, I guess. And Dr. Michael took the honor of guiding all of us to visit our counterparts, Citrix, NetApps, and some of the university in Singapore. And this is our class looks like. We could see Clariska just sitting next to Jay over there. And then that guy was William, yeah, that guy was William. I don't know whether we can have that particular luxury as well to re-invite William, but I'll try, yeah? I'll try my best to re-invite William. I should call him, of course, Park William right now, yeah? Tokopedia founder. And then we have as well the founder of TaniHub in the room. You could type this, what is Tokopedia? Oh, that's actually a silly statement. But you can type TaniHub as well. Maybe some of you not really, getting to know what is TaniHub. If you are new to Jakarta environment or you are new to Indonesia, Tokopedia is one of the largest platform, yeah, e-commerce platform in Indonesia. It is actually considered decacorn by now, and it has, I think it's already listed under Jakarta Stock Exchange. And TaniHub is working towards that way as well. So William graduated from BINUS, if I'm mistaken, by 2003 or 2004. Michael graduated from BINUS in 2017. So he is actually as young as some of us here, even younger. But Michael at the moment enjoying several investment, yeah. Latest one exposed to the public is $10 million from Melinda Gates Foundation. So this is our day-to-day situations when you reshape your interpersonal skill. It is important. Take this chance, pretend you are preparing your business proposal. We don't have doubt towards your technical skill. Once you pass that programming skill, once you pass that e-commerce and IoT, advanced programming, once you pass that certifications, we don't have doubt that you have the technical skill. But whether you have the skill to actually express that, to actually monetize that, to actually sell your idea, that's another issue. So please take this opportunity within final project presentations, working well with other programs such as communication program, computer science program, for you to be able to see the other side of your talent. All of you would be equipped with hard skill, but the other side, the interpersonal skills, you would need to train that by daily basis. So that's our situation. This is situations before global pandemic. That was Vivian and Sekanya. So Sekanya is coming shoulders as well. Vivian was in Blibli, I guess, currently is in one of the big four. And we have Daniel as well, and we have Ian as well in the room. So that's actually our day-to-day life. It's less theoretical, it is more practical, it is more doing it rather than memorizing stuff. So that was our workspace. And then this is actually Jessica Devina, yeah, and her friend. So Jessica is the one with the stripes just next to Ricky with the red t-shirt. So these are students, graduating students this year, 2021. And then we would like to bring, of course, later on more detail of their journey and then their experience towards our benefit. Right, so I guess we are on time already, 10:40, to take a short break, Our next sessions would start at 11 o'clock sharp until 12:40. With that, I would like to give this opportunity for our FYP leader and our MC, Mabel and Iklisa. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sir Sam. So sorry for the interruption, but later I would ask Iklisa to create a breakout room because I want to do some evaluation with the speakers also, yeah, Sir Sam and Sir Michael maybe, yeah. So that after this we can like go to the breakout room. And for the freshmen, you guys can have the break as Sir Sam mentioned, and we're gonna start at 11 again. So yeah, thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you so much, Mabel and Iklisa. In that case, we would like to gather inside the breakout room. For students, please do take refreshments and then take maybe some lemonade or tea or coffee, and then we would like to gather back within this particular virtual Zoom link by 11 o'clock sharp. Thanks so much, and I look forward to greet you on our second sessions. Bye bye. Take care.
Hold on, Mabel. I cannot make the breakout rooms.